Hello, everyone. As I address Dean Garrett, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and you, the class of 2022, I find it only fitting to first start off by talking a little bit about my favorite things about Marshall. Number one is undoubtedly the poke bowls and the Fertitta Cafe. Number two is the impenetrable circle of friends and beloved professors who have made my time here truly unmatched. And finally, number three is case studies. I know, controversial. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with what a case study is, it is essentially something that, at this point, is ingrained into the minds of every single Marshall student here. It is a formal report about a particular company that takes you on a journey through the beginning stages of the company, the CEO's background, its moments of high economic success, as well as its low moments of profit loss, and sometimes even bankruptcy. After reading the case study, you are then well-equipped to gain insight and inspiration and to be able to make an informed opinion on the matter. Now, with that said, I'm reminded of a particular case study, and the story goes like this. A young CEO once started her business soon after her graduation from Marshall. While building her company, she cultivated strong relationships with clients and gained legions of loyal allies. Using the tips that she learned from Marketing 307, she made her company and her brand accessible and supportive of all consumers, no matter their background, their origin, their belief, or their ability. She wanted her company to take a stand for something greater than itself. She gained the unwavering support of many investors and shareholders, but when a recession struck, her company faced bankruptcy. Several advisors recommended that she give up and dismantle her company altogether. But despite this advice, she remained steadfast and faithful to her life's business. She wasn't going to give up just because things got tough. So she slowly rose from the ashes and rebuilt her company, coming back better and stronger than ever. And she used the lessons that she learned from this hardship to share with other companies and up-and-coming CEOs. Her company's story is one of highs and lows, of bankruptcy and abundance, and how she gracefully handled it all by staying true to herself and true to her mission. Now, what if I told you all today that you and I have a lot in common with the young CEO in this story? Now, I hate to break it to you, but this isn't a real case study about a particular CEO, but rather, it is the story of us. She is us, because we are the CEOs of the lives that we are building for ourselves. Upon walking across the stage today, we turn to the first blank page of our own individual postgraduate case studies, taking all that we have learned and attained while at Marshall and using it to construct our life's businesses, organizations, and professional endeavors. Thus, the overarching questions that I'd like to impart upon you all and to myself today are, what will the next generation take away from reading your case study? Case studies from our courses gave us a lens into the larger world around us. How will you use this lens to leave the world a little brighter than how you found it? Will they read about your relationships with other CEOs, change makers, and leaders, aka your friends and your close peer set, and how you drew upon the interpersonal leadership skills introduced in Organizational Behavior 304 to selflessly uplift and help others? Will they read how you didn't cower with fear or trepidation over what others might think of you? And how you believed that the possibility of risking failure or isolation is worth the reward of stepping fully into your dreams. In other words, high risk, high reward, as we learned in Finance 306. Will they read how you saw the unconditional value and worth in every single person around you? Because sometimes it's the people who no one imagines anything of that do the things that no one could have ever imagined. Will your case include your strong relationships with investors and shareholders? These are your family members, your mentors, your professors, those who pour into you and have a genuine stake an investment in your life's business? Will they read how you didn't allow your toughest failures to get to your heart, nor your greatest successes to get to your head? And during hardship, will they read how you handled your own personal bankruptcies with persistence, fortitude, strategies from 497, and the faith for a better tomorrow? And to those who oppose you, who fail to believe in you, and who question what you would do if you didn't win, may you be able to tell them, Kanye style, I guess we'll never know. Will our lives be a case for love, for fairness, and for the spirit of fighting on no matter what life throws our way? And in the wise words of poet, prophet, philosopher, someone who we should all greatly admire and hold in the highest regard, Drake. He once said, "I'm buying the building of every door that ever closed on me." And I wish that same success story over all of our case studies. So when it's time for our life's cases to be studied, will it be a story that you are proud to leave behind? Will it depict a legacy that shows the unavoidable imperfections of life and includes a blueprint for how to get back up after you've fallen down? Today, we pick up our pens to ink the first chapter of our individual case studies. And given the character, integrity, and profound purpose that exudes from this room, from our class, the class of 2022, I know that when it comes time for our stories to be told, our successors will have some amazing and inspiring cases to study. Thank you all so much, and fight on.
Thanks very much, Trinity. Thanks for the infomercial on not one, not two, but three of your classes while you're a student. I think the professors will be very thankful to you for that. And I wanted to let you know that I was listening to God's Plan